Welcome to There and Back.
All right. How long are we doing this for?
We're your hosts,
Adrian, Doell, and
Justin C.
There and Back.
Here we go.
There and Back.
Do you guys do topical? You guys try to look in the paper and get topical stuff? I'm very personal in my stuff. Like, I just write about me because that's what I know. But you said you don't like writing personal.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Most
my
people
stuff.
say you should. The way I look at it is AI's here, right? AI can write jokes. Why not? AI can't write jokes about me.
True.
That's the whole thing, is we're supposed to be trying to get people to relate to us,
Yeah.
and get people to understand what our struggle is like. Freaking Tony Hinchcliffe hammers that into people all the time. Like, hey man, why are you lying? Like,
Yeah.
why don't you just tell a joke about yourself?
Yeah. Right.
Are you talking about Kill Tony?
Yeah.
See, I
Tony
never
Hinchcliffe.
watched Kill Tony, dude.
Oh, bro.
Is it? I'd never watch it. I don't mean not to. It's just like as far as like,
It's really educational
So
to
if you're
watch their
not-
feedback.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
If
okay.
you're not into watching it, I listen to it on Spotify, dude. And I've never I watched the New Year's special. It's just great because you get so much feedback that you're watching these people get. And it's like, oh shit, I need to apply that. I definitely need to do that better.
And then when someone signs up who's not a comedian and just signed up because they thought it would be fun, and he destroys
He
it.
does he?
destroys
Yeah.
them. Which was most of the New Year's special. I was
Yeah.
really disappointed that the bucket polls were all people that had never done stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, the hosts and the co-hosts and the guests and frickin' the regulars made it totally worth
Yeah.
whatever, $30 or whatever.
Shane and
Yeah.
Ray. What's his name?
Adam Ray.
So you only have a minute.
You have a minute.
You have a
Yeah.
minute.
You have a minute uninterrupted, and then you have an interview.
What's your minute of comedy that you're doing for Kill Tony?
I don't know yet. I've got a whole bunch of stuff. I've got a list. I got a My Kill Tony
I got
list.
so many one-liners. Mine would be easy.
Yeah.
I think.
I've got a Kill Tony list on my phone.
Hmm.
I do have a couple that are really smart. Try and put those into something else.
What's wrong with them? They keep switching back and forth.
But
Damn.
yeah, I think it's low hanging fruit. Way overplayed.
Yeah. No, I like personal shit, but I like topical shit too. I mean, I try to do like a blend. I have some personal shit that's real, and I have some personal shit that's exaggerated truth. And but I feel like the topical, I feel like first dibs on topical is always going to go to the big famous comedians, because like some, low or mid-level guy can make the best topical jokes are always going to go to fucking Colbert or, so they're going to, like I was saying, like the eclipse, like I was gonna tell, like it's not like I'm telling a joke of like an eclipse joke. It was like my experience at the eclipse, But I'm not like I was thinking about doing like some Nickelodeon shit, like because everybody saw that. But I feel like it's been so pounced all over already at this point. What angle can you go about a topical joke that a million different people haven't already done?
Have you seen a bunch of it?
The Nickelodeon shit?
Yeah. Well, I mean, in random conversation, I've heard it.
Oh, on stage?
Yeah, but on stage.
I've heard a couple of I've heard a couple of people do it.
Have you heard any good takes on it?
It went okay.
It's just a mentality. You're pretty sure that famous comedians are doing jokes about it.
I'm sure
but-
so and so will come out with a chunk on it.
Here's the thing. A lot of people have the same ideas, just don't frickin'. You can use the same premise as somebody,
Right.
but
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't know, topical. You gotta really dive in.
It has a shelf life.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
has a shelf life.
that too.
But I think something I've been working on, like one of my, I've been working on riffing, but trying to bring in my jokes as I'm riffing. So what I'll do is, let me see. And it's great for hosting because hosting, you're just trying to get them up. So you're just like, hey, who's in the room? What are we doing? Where's the women? Where's the men? You try to get them making noise so they can kind of warm them up. and then you kind of go into your jokes that are hitters, you know.
Mhm.
But what I've been doing, because I haven't been doing as many mics and I've been doing more shows, is I'll take and work a premise up there. Because when you host this many shows, you can't have repeating stuff because nobody wants to hear your stuff over and over again, you know. And you have this many audience. Like at this point, we got 4 shows in OKC, right? So we got 2 Put Quirks, the Lively, and the Rough Tail.
Are the same people who come in?
I mean, it's if I'm doing it right, yes.
Yeah.
So like that's the idea. So what I started doing is when I go to a host spot, it's not my job to be funny. That's everybody else's job. But I get to work out.
Okay.
Right? And so I'm talking to them about my day. So when I first started doing this, it was out of necessity because I was like, I don't have anything else. And so I was like, okay, well, let me just go through my day. So the first one was like, well, I got the hemorrhoid stuff, you know, because I was like dealing with that. Then the next one was like the colonoscopy. So every time they see me, they get an updated version of my life.
That's
So
awesome.
it's like a series.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then I've learned to, you know how Bruce Lee used to say, you got to practice that one kick 1,000 times.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll practice joke structure and then I'll try to do it out loud instead of writing it before. So like I'll practice reverses, you know, misdirects. And then I'll just like take a straight line for my journal or whatever, and then just do it real quick. Don't even try to do a good one. Just do it real quick. And then I'll do triples, and then I'll do like double entendres, and then I'll do is likes, you know, like Bill Burr kind of stuff. And then what I do is I'll go up on stage and just try to take a premise and go, let me work this out. And so I'm practicing doing that in real time instead of having to write it down.
Huh.
That's pretty gnarly, dude.
So
You do that?
And bold.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You do that, and then you take those and you try to put them through different funny filters. So the idea is like shock, or you can do meta, or you can do ironic, or you can do madcap, which is just like wacky, you know. And you try to write in all those different versions just to see what you like. And you take each joke after you've taken them through the structures through each version of that joke. And then you've got like fucking 25 jokes, and you pick your favorite 3 or something.
Holy shit.
Yeah. But then you also get the practice. So when you're up there just throwing shit off the top of your head, you're already practiced at coming up with stuff real quick.
Okay. Damn, dude, you're kind of blowing my mind over here.
It's like
But-
practicing scales. So you can do
Yeah.
them automatically on stage. You're just practicing hearing what you like. Right? And you go,
Okay.
okay, I like these notes together. Okay. And then when you get up there, you're like, well, I know what I like. I'm going to just get into this. You know?
Wow.
And that becomes your voice, is the stuff that you more often gravitate towards.
That's really cool.
Wow.
But that's like a week-long process.
Oh, yeah.
You start like Monday, you're like, oh, I'm just going to write down some reverses. And
Right.
Tuesday, you're like, oh, I'm going to do
Want me
some
to get on
beats.
maps?
I got it on
So
there
do you
now.
keep the same, like, premise in there? Or do you just,
You just go
Whatever
what you
comes to
feel,
your mind.
whatever
Okay.
comes to your mind. You might switch it, might come up with a different joke. I mean, I write down the same jokes 10 times,
I'm not being a good co-pilot.
you know,
So
That's
and
all
it's
right.
like you're just cutting that path to them. Like, again, you're teaching yourself to get there.
yeah.
This is a
you
good
know.
podcast we're listening to.
yeah.
I said this is a good podcast we're listening to.
Well, how y'all write? What do you guys do? It's different.
I'm more of an abstract guy, I would say. There's no real form. A lot of shooting from the hip.
Yeah.
Trial and error on stage, changing.
I just keep a notebook with me all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I think of something funny,
That's
something
what I
funny.
do too. Now, I was doing it in my phone. I'm trying to get away from the phone. Just
Yeah.
because I think writing it out has merit and helps you to remember what's going on
Yeah.
and help you to remember the joke.
I used to force myself to write. I would drink and I'd force myself to write. And I started doing it less and less and less. And now it's just, whenever it's like I'll get a special thought. Like I'm going throughout my day, I'm having thoughts, and it's like, oh, here's a special thought. And I'm like,
I love
sweet.
that. You're like, yes, thank you.
I'm like, cool. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah. I love
And
that.
then, I'll fuck around with jokes a lot too. You know, I'll try to make them clean sometimes, and then I'll try to make a joke clean and it doesn't work, and I'm like shit. And then, but yeah, it's a lot. I need to be more methodical, honestly. I need to be more formal, like
Yeah.
formulaic. But just been getting lazy, and then like I said, I'm about to enter a new writing phase. It's kind of how I go about it. So just where I think of shit too and won't write it down. I mean, that's kind of boring to say, but yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of all over the place with it right now.
Yeah.
So,
I'll tell you who's quick at helping is John Wallen. I sent him a premise, and like 15 minutes later, he sent me the joke back. And
Nice.
it's been my best one so far.
He's really good.
Yeah.
He's
Dude,
really
that
good.
guy.
what joke is
He's always thinking.
The actor one, because it was my first really long storytelling
Uh-huh.
joke, and yeah, the one about the stomach roll and all that.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I got a lot of old ideas that I want to go back and rework too.
Yeah.
I did that to one of the, my first mic was not bad. And so like one of the very first jokes I told at my very first open mic, it was just a little long-winded and shit. So I went back, cut a bunch of shit, and still tell that joke all the time.
Yeah.
I remember your first where you were talking about how you were in a screamo band.
Yeah.
I remember you had a good set. You were
Thank
getting
you.
laughs, and I remember being like, "Fuck, it's his first day too." Damn. You know? Because I remember Brandon was hosting, and my whole first joke was like, "This is my first time," you know. And I think I reworked it now into I'm not good with public speaking. I go to Brandon. I was like, "Hey, will you tell him it's my first time?" He goes, "Yeah, I got you, man." And then he goes up and he goes, "This next comic insisted on me telling you it's his first time." Give it up for Michael, and I was like, "Damn it!"
I was pacing the stage
Really?
like bad, like boom, 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 boom. I looked like fucking Pong up there, dude.
Oh, really?
My friends were like, "That was great. You were all over the place."
I hid behind the mic stand and the stool. I had them both up there.
Did you?
I think I had a hat on too, and I was kind of laying back. But
My first time was at JJ's.
Ooh.
It was almost at Bricktown, and I'm glad it wasn't.
I like Bricktown, man. I think
Yeah.
that's the most true place.
Yeah, but your first time?
Yeah, I
That
think
was-
Bricktown's the way to go.
that was-
JJ's isn't. JJ's will knock your dick in the dirt and tell you to go home.
Yeah.
that was your first time
Yeah.
at Bricktown?
My first, well, I mean, a long time ago I did JJ's, but then,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
but then I did Bricktown was my first one
Yeah.
back whenever I started again.
JJ's, dude, I was terrified of JJ's, man.
You start August?
JJ's fucking
Of 22.
brutal.
I think either August or September. I have it like on my Instagram.
August 15th, I think, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I started
Or
August
16th.
and
I think it was
August.
16th.
I started August last year.
Oh,
You're
so-
freaking killing it for being,
Yeah,
what,
you
8
are.
months in? Holy shit, dude.
I was a minister for 20.
Yeah,
Right?
I had a lot of stage time
Bro,
there.
absolutely. I'm sure that helps a ton.
like Sam Kinison.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy
One of my
doing
fucking
that?
favorites.
Did you enjoy delivering the word of God?
I did.
You did?
I did, and especially when it felt like I was receiving inspiration from God.
Right.
Yeah,
Now,
Bro.
how much do you think of the ego plays into preaching?
a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's kind of what I was getting at.
Bro, you gotta hear his freaking story.
Mine?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
I don't know. Are we gonna use any footage from the last one?
I don't know. We may, but this may be a way back story. Since
Okay.
it'll be dark. Because
Okay.
I got a lot of dark stories. I used to be a Satanist.
No, you didn't.
What
Yeah.
the hell?
Did you
man?
really?
Pick a side, dude. What do you?
Were you a preacher or a Satanist?
I was a Satanist before I was a preacher.
Well, that makes
Like a
sense.
self-proclaimed Satanist
Yeah.
too.
A self-proclaimed Satanist?
Yes.
Just freeballing it?
Just me, yeah, just me and one other guy.
Yeah.
That's right. We're against organized religion.
Yeah.
That's just two of us.
Yeah. We couldn't convert any followers for
Yeah.
some reason.
Just me and my mom here.
Damn.
What happened? We can't stop there.
Well, I don't think we're going to be there in 20 minutes. I think it's going to be an hour.
20 minutes isn't enough
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, it's enough time.
Okay, well, what happened? What you were a Satanist?
Okay, I was a
Did
kid.
somebody come up to your house?
No, first of all, I was a kid.
Okay, okay.
All right. And so when I was 12, I smoked weed and did shrooms and drank for the first time in my life.
Same night?
No, but over the summer.
Okay, yeah.
And I rode in a stolen car and I met some teenagers that were into white magic.
White magic?
Yeah, white magic, like Wicca.
Is that like white power?
Yeah.
I don't know if you were a part of a witch coven or anything. Was there wizards?
They were wizards. And so that piqued my interest. And for a few years out of my adolescence, I was doing that, like Wicca stuff, and which developed into Ouija boards and Satan worship. And so I did that for a while.
Did you get anything out of it?
No,
You never met nobody, talked to nobody, you didn't see, you get no good deals?
no.
Go to the Crossroads, play a guitar?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Devil went down to
Ralph
Georgia.
Macchio.
Any of that shit?
Yeah, I wish. I wanted that to happen.
Really, you're Steve Vai?
I used to pray to Satan to turn me into a vampire.
Really?
And I would go outside and look for animals to kill.
And then Twilight came out and you're like, I'm good?
Yeah.
Like, oh, dude, I don't want to sparkle. That shit's gay.
I wanted to be Bram Stoker.
Can't go out there in the daytime?
Dracula.
What the fuck? I can't go to State Fair?
And then I was chasing a girl. I was trying to get some tail. So
Yeah.
I went to church to find this chick that was.
This Satan shit ain't working out.
And so I went to church to get some tail, and I got saved in Jesus. And then
Were you convinced, or were you just like, all right, I just got to get this tail.
yeah.
I got to get saved so I can get this tail.
Well, it took a progression before I was like, okay, I'm sold out for Jesus. But yeah, eventually that happened.
Did it feel like brainwashing? Or were you just
Not
like
at the
on
time.
board?
Not
You
at the
were on
time,
board,
but
yeah.
it was. Pretty
I don't want to knock religion
No.
or finding or
So,
being safe. So
Was the Satanism part of your act for preaching? Like, was that like, I was a Satanist, now I'm...
When I first started preaching, I used that as my my
Right.
sermon, was a testimony of.
Sermon, my bad.
Yeah.
Was that in your act, bro?
And that's a pretty powerful testimony, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for the church, for going through the church, and
Yeah.
because who knows where I'd be, but yeah,
So it did save you.
it did save me, yeah, for sure. But organized religion, I'm not about
Right.
anymore.
well,
For sure.
if you listen to what Jesus preached and then look at organized religion, it's two completely opposite things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking, the main message was treat people like people.
Yeah.
as you would like to be
We're
treated.
all in as you would like to be treated.
Yeah.
We're all in this together. Let's try and make it a little easier for everybody else.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
All right, we're 17 miles or 17 minutes.
condemn people to hell
Yeah.
if you don't agree with what they believe in. Jeez.
There's
So that was my parents.
Oral Roberts.
It's like, hey, Mike, I'm Adrian's mom. You must be Adrian's friend. Do you know Jesus? I don't know. Well, you're going to hell then.
Did she say that?
Yeah,
You're going
dude.
to hell. You're
Yeah,
gonna
and
go
my
to
friend's
hell.
like, what the fuck, dude?
What?
Okay.
Here's the argument that my dad had. My dad found Jesus way late in life. He's trying to hedge his bets, It's towards the end. He's trying to like, all right, man, let me go ahead and shore up some
Right.
weaknesses. So he goes, but he got real into religion, and we used to smoke weed together. I mean, damn, no, he don't care. He can't. He doesn't use technology. So like, we used to smoke weed together, and that's how we bonded. We bonded a lot in that way, and like we would, it was a good way to be. So but he found Jesus, and then he stopped smoking. He stopped this was also like during the Trump era,
Yeah.
so he got very Trumpy,
Oh.
and he got highly aggressive with, "I'm not living right." You're not living right, dude. You're not doing right. I was like, I'm doing the exact same thing you did, but better. I was like, I became a contractor. You were just an electrician. Not just, it took a lot, but you know what I'm saying? I was like, I became a contractor. I had a family. I did all this stuff. I smoked weed like you. I was like, you raised me this way. And then you flip the switch and you're like, oh, we don't smoke weed now and you're a bad person. I was like, dude, what the hell's that? You know?
Yeah.
And he was like, well, we need to teach the Bible in schools. I was like, well, what if they taught the Quran in schools? He's like, well, they can't do that. That's not legal. I was like, yeah. So how about we just don't bring it into the school?
Yeah.
It's not fair to everybody. He's like, well, they need to learn it. That's why we need to pray. We don't have prayer. I was like, I've never seen you pray in my entire life. And now all of a sudden, you got, all right. Maybe I'm going off the wrong
No,
track.
no, keep going.
But
keep
yeah,
going.
what I'm getting at is like, there's this idea that as soon as you become religious, you start telling people they're not enough. And as soon as you do that magic, you start making others. There's others in your life who aren't worthy.
Yeah.
And
Totally.
it's easy to go, well, that guy's not going to heaven. He doesn't believe the same. I believed in Church of Christ, and he did too. But he didn't believe in the same Church of Christ shit that I did, and so I was wrong, and I was going to hell.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm just like, man, it's like, isn't that kind of crazy? You just found this. You don't have to,
Right.
Yeah.
But he's like, well, you got to get right, I was like, get right? Dude, everything about my life is better than when you were getting up. Like, my weed is stronger. I don't have to pay as much. I don't go to jail when I smoke it. I was like, why'd you quit? Now's the best time.
Yeah, really.
So it's just wild whenever you see those people go that way, or
Yeah.
religious people in general. As soon as they come up to you and they're like, as soon as they go, hey, let me show you Jesus, they're already like, well, you're less than me.
Oh, yeah.
And then once they do that, they're like, well, if I don't save him, then he's easy to get rid of.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay attention to that person. That person isn't going to be in heaven with us later.
See,
And that's when you can start wars.
that freaking kills me, man.
Yeah.
That's how they make people feel.
Yeah.
Personally, the message that I get is treat other people like freaking human beings. Let's
Yeah.
be civil with each other and live on this freaking planet together.
Yeah.
And certain people are led to preach. That's not me.
Yeah.
I'm not a preacher. I think that I can, hopefully through my fucked up life experiences, can help somebody, get out of certain lifestyles. But I mean, if not, that's cool too.
Well, has anybody ever changed when you told them to?
No,
No.
that's not how life works.
I've ran a bunch of men. In a good way.
You
I
ran a
ran
bunch
through
of
them.
men.
I ran through them like a motherfucker. But I ran. I was a foreman on jobs. I worked around a lot of grown men. They're still high school girls on job sites. They're the same attitudes. They cut each other up. They try to throw each other under the bus so somebody can get ahead.
Yeah, totally.
And you can't tell in my life, being a foreman, being a contractor, hiring people, you can't tell them anything. There's a kid that used to work for me. He'd stay up till 3 o'clock playing soccer and he'd come in late every day. And I'd be like, hey man, if you're late again, we gotta write you up. And he's like, you're not gonna write me up. I'm your only employee. I was like, dude, you have no idea how much I'll kill myself in order to make you unhappy. You know what I'm saying? I'll cut my own legs off to prove a point. And that's what I did, man. I worked all those jobs by myself for those 2 weeks. But
He learned, didn't he?
well, he didn't. He still did the same stuff. He got caught up in some stuff. Like people make the change. I almost believe like you can't even tell them. You just have to lead by example.
Yeah.
I've never told anybody anything and they went and did. Liz, I've asked her.
Yeah.
Or I've been like, hey, this would be a good idea, right?
Yeah.
But she's done the same thing with food. It's like, hey, we shouldn't eat at Taco Bell again. You're like, oh,
That's
okay.
fair.
Yeah, I know you're saying that, but I know you don't mean it.
We cut out fast food completely, dude. Feels
Have you really?
great.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This is what did it for me, man. This is what fucking did it for me. There are over 40 man-made chemicals in a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. And I fucking can't do that. So you're selling me drugs.
Yeah.
That's it. You're selling me fucking drugs. I can't fucking do it, man.
And that's the good
I
stuff.
can't do it. And that's the
That's the
good.
healthier-
That's the hard stuff. I can't do it, man. Yeah, and that's the shit that it was like, oh, well, we'll eat Chick-fil-A. At least we're not eating McDonald's. And it's like, oh, fuck. I think Brahms is probably still okay because Brahms has their own
Farm.
ranch.
Yeah, farm.
So they produce all of their food. still haven't had Brahms since I stopped eating fast food. Just because, I don't know, I don't even crave it anymore. I like cooking. Cooking puts me in the same space as like doing a flyer or a band logo. It's like brings out my artistic side, I guess.
Yeah.
It's
What do
kinda
you
like
cook? What's your
my happy space. I cook all types of shit, dude. My mother-in-law is Filipino. Well, my wife's Filipino too. But my mother-in-law was born there and grew up there. And so I cook a lot of Filipino food. I cook a lot of freaking normal shit, burgers, steaks. I mean, you name it, I'll freaking try it.
Yeah, but you try to do it in a way it kind of scratches the itch on the creative side.
Exactly. Scratches the itch off my creative side. I don't have to freaking spend a bunch of money buying food that's less nutritious for me, and I don't get sick.
Yeah, that's the ever since I quit gluten, man, so I don't think I would have been able to get as much done if it wasn't for quitting gluten.
The crazy thing is they pack extra gluten in there. That's like
In the food?
crazy. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's already got gluten. Why do I need more gluten?
I've got more energy.
Yeah.
I hate saying this. My dick's bigger.
There you go.
It is, dude. I'm not gonna lie. All right, everybody's happy. And in my
I'm not happy.
huh?
I said I'm not happy.
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Quit gluten, bro.
I'm talking about with me, boy. You about to get it. What's it called when your hands hurt for no reason?
Like arthritis?
Arthritis. There
Oh,
we go.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it helps my arthritis.
That's awesome, dude.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because gluten's inflammatory.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I'm
that
gonna
thick
actually.
sugar.
I just today ordered whole wheat berries and a fucking hand grinder. I'm gonna be making my own fucking bread, dude.
Are you really?
Oh, fuck
wow.
yeah, I am. It's like, it's not easy, but it's only a couple ingredients. It's like water, salt, and yeast, and wheat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking it. So
Maybe
I'm gonna
that's
start
the
making my own bread, dude. Because have you looked at the back of a freaking? I'm a freak, dude. I'm a fucking
You
freak.
should look at the back.
I'm a fucking freak.
You should look at the back.
So yeah, there's so much extra shit that I can't pronounce half of it on the back of a loaf of bread. Like,
Yeah. Why is
well,
there citric acid?
why is there
in
all
this?
this? Well, and this is the thing: the citric acid that they're using isn't from citrus. It's a chemical compound that they've made.
That's very close.
That's very close.
Yeah.
It's like Adderall is lab created meth. Same idea.
Yeah.
I could buy Jordans from the back of a fucking,
Sorry,
Trunk.
sorry, squirming.
Oh, you're good.
but they're still Jordans.
There's still
It's
Jordan.
still meth, motherfucker. So yeah, like it, dude. I don't know. I've been trying to be extremely health conscious as far as that kind of shit goes,
Yeah.
because it's
Well, you deal
like
with.
we know now that the food system in the United States is fucked up. Like, most of the shit in our food is illegal in the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And the FDA is like, well, it's like the fucking. It's funny because I told Justin, write this down so we can talk about the fucking Lunchables,
Oh, yeah.
and it just comes up in conversation randomly. Have you seen that the Consumer Reports found lead in Lunchables?
Why?
Wow.
And the FDA is like, well, it's below the dangerous. It's below the dangerous levels of. Dude,
Lead.
any fucking lead in my food is dangerous.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Lead is an additive thing.
Yeah.
If you keep taking lead in, it doesn't go away.
Exactly. So it's like
You
all
drink
these
Del City
fucking
water, don't you?
chemicals. No. Well, yeah, reverse osmosis.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, there's so much shit in our fucking food that's illegal in every other country.
And the main reason they won't take it out is because there's a whole system dedicated to it. Like you're gonna have to. That's no jobs. That's less commerce.
Yeah.
That's they're gonna have to change the whole system. It's gonna cost them a bunch of money, and we're bought by corporations.
Absolutely.
So they're literally. We have no money to fight them. We don't have any time because we can't take off
Absolutely.
to go do anything because healthcare doesn't follow you when you. That's the craziest thing. Healthcare doesn't follow you when you leave a job.
Yeah.
What? My health is mine all the time. Why are we subbing it out to
Yeah.
businesses to give to me as an incentive to come work for them? And then you're forcing me to work for them.
Yeah.
It's indentured servitude. I have a whole thing with like
Oh, dude, there's
this surgery
huge-
stuff I've been going through and like
Huge indentured servitude. Well, then you get sick. Then you have to take a medication. You have to take another medication to offset the side effects of that medication. And now you're a lifetime customer of the medical complex.
yeah, that's how my mom was.
As a medical person, I'm probably one of the least trusting people of the medical situation
Yeah.
that you will ever meet.
This is the same conversation I have with all kinds of medical people. They're like, I wouldn't trust it.
Oh yeah, dude.
You
it's
know, I mean that.
freaking nutty.
Yeah,
My dad was a physician, and he was fucking healing people, and but he was taking money from the freaking cardiologist, the pulmonologist, the gynecologist, physiatrist, dermatologist. All these people were losing out customers because my dad's treatment was working,
yeah,
and so the board of medicine came to him and were like, "Hey, knock it off! You're pissing everybody off." And he's like, "Fuck you guys! This isn't the medicine I fell in love with."
yeah.
Like I got into medicine because I wanted to freaking help people,
Yeah, really.
not make money.
Dude,
And so he lost his freaking medical license.
that's so crazy.
That's
I mean, this is the 1990s.
90, yeah.
Yeah, but that was
early
happening back
90s,
then. Look
but
how
yeah.
Look at how
That's the thing.
they got their
is-
claws into it. I went to
Exactly.
my doctor. I went through this surgery, and then it didn't fix it. So now I was like, well, what are we gonna do? He's like, well, he can't give me a definite. He can't give me anything. He's like, 95% of the time this works. I was like, motherfucker's not working. So what do we do now? He's like, well, maybe we open you up and we try again. I was like, what do you mean maybe? Why are you asking? You're the
Right.
doctor.
Right.
I don't go into somebody's house and I'm like, maybe we should change that plug. It's on fire. I was like, no, you want me to change that? The question is how much, you know? And that's what I get from this guy. He's like, well, open me back up. What do we do? What am I, fucking car? Are we just gonna open me back up? Another 2 weeks of sitting on my, not being able to sit on my ass?
Damn.
Yeah, dude. It's just frustrating because now it's like, well, now we got to save up to take off again. And he's just like, well, it's really just about how much pain you can deal with. I was like, well, I spent $10,000. I shouldn't be dealing with any pain. If I took my car in and they didn't fix the axle like they were supposed to, I don't pay him again because it didn't work.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know?
It's crazy, dude.
I hate it, man.
There are great physicians out there.
I haven't met one.
I work with some fantastic physicians that are completely all about the patient, and
Oh,
but then I've met a lot of physicians that aren't that way. That
It's we're 20 minutes. It's 5:40. Do we want to go somewhere till 6 or?
we could.
are we all going to Bricktown?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looney Bin's having a show
show.
tonight.
Show.
A show.
We can go to
What
the,
time does sign ups at 6?
well, the doors open at 6.
Doors open
And
6.
shows at 7.
Show 7. I don't know if I said Curtis isn't gonna make it tonight. So
Damn, that sucks.
yeah, I know.
Damn it. That's the second time he's missed that. I wonder if they gig you for that. Did they get you guys for that? Have you ever? I've had to cancel like.
Oh,
twice.
he wasn't scheduled.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
We were all coming up to.
I have emailed.
You're
them.
scheduled and you're scheduled.
Yeah.
We're just coming up for the bucket.
Oh, okay. Do you
Uh,
think they knock you off a list for that though, or like
The 2-month ban.
There's the website says there's a 2-month ban if you don't. But that's if you don't say like, hey, like I had to cancel. I've canceled a couple times in Oklahoma City because I was like,
There might be
hey,
some
I'm
out
on
there.
call now. If somebody has a heart attack, I have to go to the hospital.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. I think they don't
Yeah.
bother you on that. 'Cause I had a similar.
They're totally cool.
Yeah.
As long as you let them know in advance, not like
Well, Bricktown's pretty cool.
8 minutes.
The guy here, I think his name is Joe. He's a
Yeah, he
nice
seems
guy.
fine.
And we're back. There and back.
How do y'all feel about tonight?
I think it went swimmingly, man.
I think we all did pretty good. That last one was scary, but we got through it.
What made it scary?
Well, because the black guy didn't like me.
Why do you say that? Why didn't you? What happened?
Well, because I did my black
You're so likable.
man joke,
Oh, gotcha.
and he didn't care for it because I was already winded because I was running from my car.
So you
Right.
were late.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what happened there?
What were you trying to get to?
I was getting my phone because I
Oh.
was going to like take pictures and stuff. I think
Oh,
need to be
Oh,
over
Palm
here.
City.
That's a curb. That was close.
We almost
Yeah.
went to hell down there. It's scary.
Yeah, but if we go a little too far past, we can always turn around.
Yeah. No, I didn't realize it was a bucket pool. I thought maybe we were down at the bottom of the list. So I was like,
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
They kind of. She puts us on top on
that was
purpose.
nice.
oh yeah, that wasn't.
Yeah.
Is it blinking? Is it going out early or something?
I don't know.
No, I think that's normal. Right? It's supposed to blink a little bit.
This one's like blinking a lot.
Oh, it is blinking a lot.
Oh, is it blinking all the time?
Yeah.
Okay, well if it is dead, his will pick up yours just
Okay.
as good. Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Get real
It
close.
may be the batteries fixing to go dead.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah.
Guess I don't need to lean on that.
Fucking get over here. Show me what Smeagol can do. Are you cold?
Yeah, they're
Not
pretty
anymore.
they're pretty good mics, so they'll pick up pretty good.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah,
it's fun.
It's fun.
I think everybody killed it. Everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice little
Even
time.
though the
dude.
whole crowd left
Yeah.
At Hunt Club,
that hunt club before we went up.
we still got them.
We still got them.
I'm gonna start
All 5. No, I think it was like 10. There's 10 people in there.
I'm gonna try to start not reacting when a joke bombs and just go on to the next one. What do
Yeah.
you think?
Yeah.
You think? Yeah.
I heard somebody told me that I get adversarial whenever I don't get the reactions that I want from the crowd.
Yeah.
And he says it saves the moment, but you ultimately lose like the war of your set.
Yeah.
Like, so if a joke bombs and you're like, oh, okay. Instead of doing that, just like move on. But it's hard to fucking do. It's hard to
I
not
know.
save the moment, you
Yeah.
know, because it's like, I don't know. I struggle with that too. And
Yeah.
I told you I struggle when people laugh also. So I'm like, okay,
Okay.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at me.
You
I'm
guys
doing
like
good.
me. Okay, sweet.
Yeah, got some acceptance.
They like me. They really like me.
Mom, they really
You
like
got
me.
it tonight. You got it tonight with that furry joke.
Yeah, that
Bro,
Dude,
yeah.
hey, like,
That shit
fuck.
was crazy.
Yeah, I gotta bring that back.
Yeah, you gotta bring that joke back because that shit is.
Bro, that's the set I do at woke mics. You know, like that's like a woke mic set. Is
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's like nothing really. It's like a dad talking about being married and a kid, and so it's kind of like hard to. Like I
Yeah,
kind of go after the furries in a way, but like not really.
it's the right
You know?
one.
Yeah.
That freaking split off kind of.
Dude, they like the holes
Weird
joke
jam.
too.
The which
Uh,
one?
The holes?
The holes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. The.
Burn this.
No, I've had bad experience with that joke because I made it way too long. Like I cut that down, but that used to be like a 2-minute bit
Wow.
with like a bunch of extra bullshit on it, like talking about holes in the story and blah 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 blah.
Did it have
But-
payoffs as you were going along?
Did it what?
Did it have punchlines as you were going along?
No, that joke, that's all like originally writ how it was. It's just a lot of like probably like 8 sentences were cut from that from when I started doing it. So,
Well, it was good.
I went
Thank
to a rehab when I was younger, and we had to dig holes to bury our sins.
fuck yeah, dude, that's awesome.
And I was
We need
gonna
some more
make a holes
exposition.
reference when I talk about that.
Yeah, dude, you should.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
So what exactly
work there.
happened? You went to a rehab.
So okay.
Was this for
So-
you?
Yeah. So basically, on my 20th birthday, I went to the hospital with a 0.38% blood alcohol. Let me back it up a little bit. So we get a phone call. I'm like talking to my friends on Instant Messenger, right? And so they call our house phone. If that tells you how long ago that was. And I answer, and then my dad answers at the same time. And I'm like, hey, Dad, my friends are coming to sing happy birthday to me. And he's like, oh, okay. So I'd been drinking vodka pineapple juices. And this is like when I very first started messing around with alcohol. And so I was drinking vodka pineapple juices and watching Antiques Roadshow in my parents' living room on my 20th birthday.
Hell yeah.
We're really cool. And so basically, I had no cigarettes, so my friends showed up to let me smoke a cigarette for my birthday. So we drive around the block, and when we get back, I can't frickin' walk.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So, yeah, it was a very short period of time that I couldn't walk anymore. And so, long story short, I wound up in the hospital. So that's 0.38, so almost 40% of my blood was alcohol.
Oh my god.
Jeez Louise.
And so they sent me to rehab because their pastor thought they should send me to a place where heroin addicts and meth addicts are.
Yeah.
Way better drug.
And luckily, I didn't pick up any bad habits there. But yeah, we had to dig holes to bury our sins in. And it
Right.
was like freaking like a 6-foot deep hole.
Oh, it was like a big
It
hole.
was like a fucking hole.
What sins did you bury?
Well, I
Do you think we can go back and get them?
I just
Already got him, dude.
they sent me to a different work site, and and I took the kitchen key with me. So that's
Send me to a different work site. That doesn't sound like real. That sounds like a trick.
yeah, it was like it's like a work camp
Yeah.
type of thing.
And you were 20?
Yeah, I was 20 years old.
Damn.
You couldn't say fuck off and leave?
I mean, you could, but I had nowhere to go.
Oh, yeah.
And so I went under the guise that, oh, you'll come home, get your life back together,
Mm.
and move along. And so every weekend, family would come and visit. My family visited once, and every weekend I'd wait for them. And then on the last week that I was there, I got a letter in the mail that told me that they moved to Oregon.
What? What?
So then, yeah. So it's
They-
pretty fucked
They
up.
get packed up?
They packed
How long
up
were you in
and
there?
moved. 3 months.
3 months. So in that time, they didn't even have a plan to go to Oregon
I mean, not
before
as
you,
far
as
I
far
knew.
as you knew, right?
Yeah.
But no words were said to you.
No, they said you can come home and then well, the letter was also like, if you stay there for another 8 months, then you can join us. And I was like, fuck this. So I left.
Oh, they wanted you to stay longer to get cleaner.
I guess,
Yeah.
but I didn't. So
Yeah. Where'd you go after that?
I was on the couch tour for a while, and then I went to live with my brother in Kansas.
Lived some lives, done some shooting.
Oh yeah,
Nicely done, dude. Nicely done.
crazy
You don't have to
time.
walk that away.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. That's what's up.
Smells good.
So you were 21 when you moved in with
Especially
your
if
brother?
it's your weed vape.
Almost 20.
Yeah,
Almost
that
21?
thing's fucking killer.
Did you,
Really?
did you
Really?
get back into it a little bit after that?
Oh, well, I got back into it a little bit, but once I got to his house, I cleaned everything.
Yeah. That's when you started being a paramedic. Started working towards
After a while, I
Yeah.
worked in the restaurant business for like 7.5 years, and then met Sarah, and then decided, holy shit, we're gonna have a kid.
Yeah.
So better figure out something quick. So I got into EMT school, and the rest is history, man.
Oh, dude.
Wild times though.
When was the band days?
Band days were like,
Which one?
and actually at my brother's, when I was at my brother's, I had a band out there too. But
Your band days?
band days.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, I was in a band.
Hell yeah, dude.
Are you in a metal band?
I was in a Christian rock band.
Hell yeah, you were.
I
Oh
was in
yeah,
a
I remember
Christian-
you telling us that.
Yeah.
I was in a Christian metal band.
Oh, you were too?
That's
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was like 80s rock.
Ah, yeah, dude. Hair metal? Like Van
Oh,
Halen?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. The guys were all like 10 years
Fucking,
older than me, so they were still stuck in the 80s.
That's what's up.
And this was
What
like
is it?
2004.
Who is it? It's like fucking Slay the Wicked.
Yeah, or
What's
Striper.
that? Was that Striper?
Yeah, Striper.
Slay the Wicked.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
When I first got into ministry, I really wanted to be a demonologist like Ed Warren. You know, from the Conjuring movies.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
really?
wanted to be a demonologist. But I didn't know how to be one.
Dude,
What-
do you like that movie, The Last Exorcism?
Yes, I love that movie.
Dude, that movie goes hard, bro.
Yeah,
Where it's like a
It's probably the most accurate of like a real exorcism
yeah,
thing.
just the whole arc of like the fake preacher that gets sent to a real exorcism is fucking it's sick.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I love that movie. The
Yeah.
sequel was kind of man,
There was a
but
There was a
Have you
sequel?
guys watched The Pope's Exorcist
no.
with Anthony Hopkins? That shit
Oh,
was fucking,
yeah.
Or wait, no, it's with oh, damn it. That one's a good one too, though.
yeah.
The Right with Anthony
Oh
Hopkins.
yeah, with the right.
But what's his name from Gladiator?
Oh yeah, Russell Crowe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Russell
yeah.
Crowe is in The Pope's Exorcist.
Oh yeah, I saw
And
that.
it's based on a true story about the actual Pope's exorcist.
Well, I got that one wrong. The one I thought you were talking about was the exorcism.
What is it?
Wait.
Oh, yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead. The exorcism of Emily Rose.
Oh, dude,
yeah, that one was
I
good.
almost died on the way home from that movie.
Oh really?
What?
So, yeah, dude. So, I was living in San Clemente, California, and we drove to my girlfriend at the time. Me and a couple of buddies, because I didn't have a car at the time. So, we drive out to my girlfriend's house, which was like 2 hours away. And we watched Exorcism of Emily Rose in the theaters. And on the way home, on the highway, a freaking car spun out in front of us.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Like 20, 30 feet in front of us.
Wow.
Yeah, it's freaking
I
gnarly.
spun out on the highway once when I was 16, and I didn't get hit, but it was scary as fuck.
Did you ever see any exorcisms?
Yes, I was involved in exorcisms.
Was it
Holy
real?
crap.
Yeah.
You saw real stuff?
Okay, I saw a lot of stuff. I didn't see like what Hollywood portrays, but people laying hands on a person and them like going crazy and wild and face all looking contorted. Yeah, I definitely saw some of that.
The real question is, how long would you wait for somebody to pray over you before you start faking about demons?
That's what, yeah, that's what I wanted to ask the
It's
guy
like,
after we
Jesus.
were done with him.
I want to play FIFA. These motherfuckers won't get out of my room.
I'd have fun with it for sure.
I got demons.
You should use that shit, dude. You should use that shit.
Hey, that's yours. I can't be doing exorcist
That's
shit.
pretty good. That's pretty fucking good.
Are you ever gonna talk about that on stage, like being a part of it and shit?
Probably if I can figure out how to.
You got to get there.
Yeah,
Well, you gotta just listen to this recording.
Yeah, that's
Nick
right.
just did a setup for you. It's freaking.
Well, I got more. I can put more to my, and I forgot to do it.
Punch up.
What? What?
He did a punch up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I forgot to do my slaughterhouse thing all 3 times tonight.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
dude.
And you know,
But you did
You
fucking
worked in a
great.
slaughterhouse?
yeah.
Fuck,
And you know
dude,
what it
your
was
whole
called?
life.
Yeah. That was my first job at 16 years old.
So I wore white to work every day. And it was always ran at the end, dude.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to listen to this back and
Yeah,
yeah.
dude,
Dude.
I love that you come from like 4 different walks of life.
I know, dude.
Like, you do, and you're an actor. Like you legitimately acted. Like
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen it
Yeah.
online. Like it's so fun. That's what I love about Oklahoma. It's just like random talent.
Yeah.
You know, I met a girl at Vanessa House Brewery, and she was just a full-on actor. I looked her up. I was like, "You got an IMDb? Like this is real?"
Yeah.
Then she showed me somebody else. She's like, "Anybody can have one. You just gotta like put it in there."
Yeah. Like most of mine are like background stuff.
But you have it though.
Yeah.
And that's like really cool. I was like, who would have thought in Oklahoma?
Got to start somewhere.
Yeah. Have you done any film stuff here? Like as far as like with I don't know.
Like most of
Tulsa
my
King
films
and-
are in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only shot once in LA,
Oh, okay.
but it was with friends of mine. I have friends that live in LA. They have a production company, and that's how I'm able to work with them on movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, do you think this noise from the window is gonna?
The noise from the window is because that window is broken.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Do you think that's gonna be in the thing? Or-
No, because my software I can isolate just the dialogue.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
What about you, Dunn? How many lives you lived?
yeah.
How many lives have I lived?
Yeah.
3 major. No. Well, I'm in the third. I'm in the third now.
Oh, yeah.
So
Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it was cool.
Oh, that was a good story.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
good story.
Yeah.
What is this
That-
gonna be?
that's
15
a
minutes
good-
of us going
But as soon as you start your own business, we'll put it back in.
Yeah.
Right.
putting it back.
Right,
That's for the Patreon.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
You have to pay money.
Put
to
that
hear
on
this
the. You
shit.
gotta see that.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Well,
gonna pay
I
money to
mean-
see this.
Yeah. There's stuff that I don't want to say. Like there's stuff that I want to get to too that I have to get there mentally before I talk about it on stage. Like
Yeah.
you know, like I said, I used to be on drugs. I've been to rehab. Like there was times where I'd be driving on the highway alone, like late at night, and I'd wake up spun out in a ditch on the other side of the road.
Oh shit.
And like shit, like that's one of the most mild things that happened. You know, like I'm not quite ready to open up about all of it because like, oh, trauma. But like, yeah, it was fucking trauma, bro. It was trauma for like 4 straight years after, you know, my brother died when I was a kid. Like my brother died when I was a kid and I instantly became a drug addict. And like instantly it was just fucked.
Wow.
You know? So like
Shit.
I'll talk about the stories one day, but I don't know. Like all that shit tonight, everything I said tonight was 100% fucking true.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that, all that shit is true. You know,
The
like,
furry? The furry?
The
was
furry
true?
thing is fucking true.
Yeah, you saw a furry at the
Yeah, we
medieval
saw a
fair?
furry at the fair, and my son was, "What is that?" Asking that shit in a question. Like, there's a lot of weirdos in the world, Eli. You know, and it's just like, but so I guess it's not 100% true. But the whole thing, the eclipse thing,
Yeah.
she didn't actually ask for an Apple Watch. So I guess it's like,
Well,
it's like
it's rooted in
89%
truth.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well, that's
rooted in
what
truth.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It can't all be true, then it wouldn't be funny.
Right.
It's an exaggeration of
Right.
truth. Yeah.
And so I don't know. I don't mind the woke mic now. I would almost prefer to go to the woke mics because I've done JJ's for so long. I've done Bricktown where it's like anything goes, and I want to start getting into the formula. Earlier, whenever I said my writing is like abstract and blah blah blah, I want to get like you and fucking have the threes and the double entendres and the fucking misdirections and the shock joke and like. I want to get to that, but it's just I'm just in a different kind of. I think I use a different side of the brain or something. I don't know.
Well, you're just going. I
Right.
think it's like we're all going to the same place, just getting there differently.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, what works for me works different for you. But I'm just all analytical like that, you know. Like
Yeah.
I'll pare things down, and it makes me slower though.
Yeah.
So I got to work twice as hard.
I stole a car once.
Did you really?
Hell yeah.
Well, I didn't, but I was in the car with the guy that stole it for a while.
Did you know?
Yeah. I was 12 years old.
Holy shit!
Yeah. I was, my parents weren't around. We were
Yeah.
just wild.
I killed somebody once.
Sweet.
What do you think I'm doing?
That's rooted in truth, huh? Isn't that fun? No, just kidding. I didn't kill it. Yeah. They just died in front of me. It's cool.
Damn, dude.
So yeah, we might leave this out too.
Yeah, dude. It's secret time, dude. Let's go. We're learning about each
Yeah.
other, dude.
I snuck into a house once and
I
drew a
can't-
pentagram on the ground.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I can't say that I would not have taken that.
Ah,
I was-
Taking what that
the
you got stepmom porn?
yeah, man. Why
Yeah,
not,
I'll
dude?
watch it
You know
now.
what I'm saying? Why not? Have an active memory
Hell
like
yeah.
that? That's something's gonna.
I wonder
that's
why. I
cornerstone.
wonder why you're into that.
I don't know. It's so weird.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Weirdo.
So where'd the pentagram go?
The pentagram. I don't know. We snuck in, me and my devil worshiper friend, and we drew a pentagram on the kitchen floor and left. That's all we did.
did they ever say anything to you about it?
So it was just a random house. We just,
Oh, just a random
Oh,
house.
yeah, just a random
wow.
house.
Nice. Those people probably like moved out at
They were like, "Fuck off, we're gone." That was before your like Ring cameras and stuff.
Yeah,
so, like,
yeah.
you could get real spooked.
It was 90s, late 90s.
I,
Oh,
I crank called the suicide hotline.
Oh, Jesus.
how'd it go?
I mean, I've had
You're still here, so
terrible karma ever since, dude.
that was what did it.
Freaking
Yeah.
brutal. Brutal, man.
Are we trading stories? Is that what we're doing?
I guess.
Most of my 20s were drunk, right? We all do that one.
Oh yeah.
Except when I got drunk, I didn't get like mean or anything. If I blacked out pretty regular. But I would just stand at the front of the bar and hug everybody as they came through. That was how I assaulted people. I was just be like, "What's up? This is the high-low. What's going on? Come here." And then just like, "Come inside." It's like, "Who's that guy? It's just up there. He's just hanging out, dude. He's some fucking dude."
out there.
He does that every once in a while. He'll play pool most of the time. But yeah, that was a fun scene.
Oh man.
When me and my wife first moved to Oklahoma City, we moved into this apartment and I rented a movie called Gummo.
Oh, no.
Yes.
What is that?
It is a satanic, weird ass
Oh.
fucking movie. And
It's the same guy that made Kids.
yeah.
Same guy that did Kids.
But
Movie's fucking-
Harmony Korine. That's who it is.
like a week later after I watched it, I was sleeping, heavily asleep, and I felt like someone jumped on top of me and was fixing to stab me with a knife. And I woke up like fighting the air and so freaked out. Meanwhile, I said, there's a demon in our house, and we left. It was like 2:00 in the morning, went to a friend's house. Yeah, scariest shit that ever happened.
You thought there was a demon?
Yeah, I could have sworn. And my wife said there was red eyes above your face.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, did you summon the devil?
I think so. I watched Gummo and the devil came to my house.
All that Satanist shit,
Yeah.
and that's the thing that did
Yeah.
it? You
It
watch
was-
a shitty movie?
It was that. It was that and the Japanese version of The Ring.
That
That
happened to
did
you?
the same thing?
Yeah,
You sure you don't have night terrors?
I had that too.
Okay, all right.
And sleep paralysis. You
Oh,
ever
I've had that.
Yeah.
You guys had that, right?
Yeah, that's scary as
I
fuck.
You know how to get it?
No.
No, you can make yourself.
What?
get
Yeah,
it.
yeah. You know how to get it?
No, how do you get
All right,
it?
man. You got to be real tired,
Yeah.
okay? And then you got to drink a bunch of coffee.
Oh.
And then what happens is your mind stays awake, but your body goes to sleep.
Okay.
That sounds terrifying.
It is.
It's not if you know what's going on.
Well,
Sounds awful.
Yeah.
well, I had it where the
Okay.
demon came. You know, sometimes there's a dark figure.
Yeah.
And the first time it happened, I was like 14. And for the longest time, I could have sworn I was abducted by aliens.
Oh,
Jeez.
Yeah.
why is everything trying to fuck people? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is that our biggest fear? Something came down and fucked me. I want to be fucked a lot.
Never said I was fucked by aliens.
Well, you said you did. But, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
like, I'm open to the idea
Oh, yeah, yeah.
of an alien fuck. like in a good, like
Yeah.
even if you got me and you're like, we gotta tie him down, I'd be like, oh no, they got me. It's like you ain't even gotta tie him that hard, You just like just put my hands behind my back and hold them. You know how you get your girl real good and you like fold her hands behind her back like that and you hold both of them at the same time and you're like, I'm really getting you, but really she's like, oh, he's having fun. You guys are there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready for aliens just to say, hey, here we are.
Yeah, you think it's there? You think there's aliens?
Oh yeah, I think there is.
See, this is the
I
type
don't
of
know,
talk
man.
that I feel like your dad was right, and they do need to teach the Bible in schools. You know,
Yeah.
that's all.
Yeah,
I'm
that
saying.
way we can believe other imaginary
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. At least the
So-
good side of it. Jeez. Yeah.
Like, what? Why do you think aliens exist?
Me?
Yeah. Well, either of you.
Anybody?
Yeah.
Oh,
Anybody. The
no, I
general
think they do.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I mean, I guess what you're saying is like, if you believe that demons are real, does that omit that aliens are also real? Can
No, I think
demons
they
and
can all
exist coexist?
Yeah.
I think aliens are demons.
That's what a lot of people think.
You
That
think aliens are
demons.
demons? Is that what you said?
Yeah, a lot of
Ooh.
Christians believe that. Yeah, for real.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that.
So you really want to fuck one?
I ain't afraid of nothing. You know what I'm saying? You licked all them frogs. You don't think I fuck all them weird aliens?
Oh, that'd be something like an alien.
If you had the opportunity to fuck an alien, you would have to do it.
Yeah,
You'd have to, for mankind.
yeah.
aliens on my
Oh, yeah.
on my fucking list.
And for alien kind too.
Yeah.
That's how we're gonna get together and be peaceful.
Yeah.
You're gonna get one of theirs and one of ours, and just put them in what? What do you put them in? A room? What do you put them in, like a display case?
The alien
And the person, because they're gonna fuck. We all
yeah.
kind of see it.
Well, it needs to be in a glass house for sure.
Yeah,
So
or
we
like
can-
a Big Brother situation with a bunch of cameras.
Oh hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
They're gonna-
Alright.
Like the first time they, what's up?
Sorry.
No, you got it.
No. Where's the line on when fucking an alien? So like, obviously you would fuck Gamora from like Guardians of the Galaxy,
Hell yeah.
that's
or
a-
like
that's 100%.
the chick from Star Wars with the fucking weird hair.
Yes.
But how alien does it get before you're out on it?
If it looks like
That's my
Jabba the
question.
Hutt,
Right.
I'm still doing it.
Jabba,
I'm good with the
Jabba
Jabba.
the Hutt in a bikini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for the story.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or what if the vagina is weird? What if the vagina is non-human like? You still in?
Well,
I don't know.
what if it's
man.
just a shape
What if it looks like a
shifting
face?
vagina?
Yeah.
Well, based on what we know, right? Obviously, we know, right? What do they kind of look like,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Anything that anybody's ever said, it either looks like kind of a Sasquatch
Uh-huh.
or it kind of has a big head and big black eyes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Has anybody heard of any other aliens that look any different?
Oh yeah, the tall whites. You ever heard of them?
Yeah.
Seen
Josh Trullo, is that who you're talking about?
Yeah, that's him. He has to
I've
be
seen a
one.
lot of them.
Yeah, there's them. There's the tall whites.
Xenomorphs too.
There's the
Are you talking about the animal? I've read them books.
No, Xenomorphs, the alien movie.
Oh,
Based
aliens?
off a true story.
What is
Like-
it? No.
The aliens movie.
Oh yeah, Fire in the
You
Sky.
think those are based off a true
Xenomorphs.
story?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, have
We're
y'all
fucking
seen
with Nick
Fire in
now.
the Sky?
What is it?
Fire in the Sky.
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay, Walter. What was his name? Walter
Tonka?
White. No, that's
Kevin Smith?
that's fucking Breaking Bad.
That's Breaking Bad. Kevin Spacey was Kaloy
Yeah,
or
yeah.
K Flay or whatever.
Yeah.
You know. That was a good movie. Not trying to be pro Kevin Spacey, but
I love. I mean, I love his acting. He's a good actor.
yeah.
Y'all going to JJ's tomorrow?
He's
Planning
hosting.
on it, but
Yeah,
we'll
I
see.
know.
See how.
I
Freaking
may not
tired I
make
am.
it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get off at noon though, so like.
Whoa.
Kept
I'm
me
gonna try
saying
to
I like
Pick
Kevin
up a
Spacey.
couple calls, so I'll probably be off a little bit early.
No,
Oh,
I don't get it.
JJ's has been. If you don't get there early, you may not make the list because
Right.
they have a
Can
back.
you put me on 18?
Yeah.
Thanks. I'll try to go to see that show on Thursday.
So that's.
Oh,
cool.
man.
We could go even freaking bad.
I forgot about that.
Swan.
Hosting?
Both
Yeah,
times I
yeah,
went, ever
I
since
keep
they did it, I
forgetting.
go. I'll go to there and then I'll go to JJ's. But
I
every
don't
time I've
like
gone, there's like
hosting,
a
but I
little
guess we
bit
have to
few
do it.
comedians Josh Trillo works up there now. He works at Bricktown.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, dude. When he was standing there, I was like, what's this guy just standing around, watching people? And then he's like, oh, I work here now. I was like, oh, shit, that makes sense.
Cool.
Did you see Ava do the interview with Josh and they cut his head off?
Son of a bitch.
She's like talking to him, but you can't see his face.
That's fucking funny,
Yeah.
dude.
That's
Oh,
funny
I
as
love
hell.
it. I love whenever they were asking Marty like how many dicks he had sucked or something like that. And did you guys watch that first episode?
Which one?
The interview show.
Oh,
with-
I think I skipped through it. I don't
Yeah.
think I watched all of it.
they were just like fucking with Marty, and they were like, how many dicks have you sucked or whatever, or how many cocks have you gobbled? And I think it's a really good, funny. I feel like it's kind of making fun of me and David shit, but it's like I think it's a really funny deal. Where like, there's a lot of those interview shows now.
Yeah, totally. It's fun.
Oh, dude.
I think it's really funny.
Should do more of those up there.
I thought Ava hated me for the longest time.
Had or what?
First time she talked to me, she's like, "You need to drop your fucking last name."
Yeah.
Yeah, because of C.
I thought you were a brother, bro.
That's what people start.
Yeah, and then when you said that you were doing the gangbang my sister joke, I thought it was about her, and that's why I was like, wow, that's funny. But it wasn't about. I was like, damn. So when I found out you guys weren't related, I was like, I was kind of bummed a little bit. But yeah.
And I really went up to her. I was like, "Dude, I will change my name. I'm so sorry." And she's like, "Dude, I'm busting your balls."
What's your last name?
Russell.
Russell, yeah.
Yeah,
Why do you
but-
go with C?
Well, because I have a kind of a speech impediment. I stuttered when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So when I get excited and start talking, that's why I used the guitar for a while, because it helps slow me down and get a rhythm. Because when I get too excited, I'll start to stutter and I can't say my words. You'll hear it.
Damn,
So blah, 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 blah.
I've never noticed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
I was
didn't know.
really good at speaking in tongues in church, but not speaking in human in real life.
There's this kid I worked with at Sonic who's one of my good friends now. His name's Christian, but he kind of have a speech impediment. He
Yeah.
kind of had one whenever I first met him. I was like 22 and he was like 17 or 18 working at Sonic,
Yeah.
and he said sword. He was like sword. And I was like, you say sword like a fucking dumbass. And he was like, yeah, I have a speech impediment. And I was like, oh shit. But I'm sorry, bro. But then we like became friends.
That's okay. My kids say I have dyslexia of the mouth. So,
Yeah. What I do, my problem,
yeah.
you know, when like you play games and you have dialogue options.
Yeah.
Yeah, I choose the wrong dialogue options in every single social scenario ever.
Really?
You know? Yeah. So yeah, that's fun.
My talk to text doesn't understand anything I'm saying.
There was one of the last times I was hosting JJ's, there was this guy and it was like his first time and he had like an okay set.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I thought you did good, bro. And I was like, for your first set. And I was like, bro, I bombed conversations. Like, I'll be talking to somebody. I'm like, I just bombed that, dude. That sucked. You know? I'll walk away and I'm like, dude, fuck.
That's good.
You know?
Yeah.
And he was laughing. And I was like, so just think about that, you know? So, but yeah, I suck
Yeah.
at socializing.
You should see me around 4 guys in a football, dude. I'm like, I'm not no good at all. Might as well be a chick.
Did you play football?
No. I mean, I did, but I sucked.
Nick, I know you played football.
I didn't play football.
I didn't know where to run. I played football, but I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Bro, I was front line.
Was
I was
it?
getting hit every single play, no matter
Really?
fucking what, by
That's where your
dudes
brain
that were
damage
bigger
comes
than me.
Yeah.
Every single time, dude.
Oh my
Sucked. And I did that shit for like 5 years,
Yeah.
but I quit once high school started
Yeah.
because I had to do drugs
Yeah.
instead. You know? But, bro, one of my first days of high school, me and Matt, dude, Matt was there. We were sitting at
Sigmund?
a table. Yeah, Matt Sigmund. And we were sitting at a table, and the wrestling coach, I didn't know it was the wrestling. He walks up and he goes, hey, have you ever thought about wrestling? Like for the school? And I was like, I was sitting with all my emo friends, drug addict friends, and I was like, wrestling's fucking gay, dude. I would not do that. I'm not doing fucking wrestling. And he was like, okay. And I get to my fourth. This is the first day of school. I get to my fourth hour, and he's the fucking teacher.
Yes.
And I was like, God damn it, bro. And,
Matt was the teacher?
no, the guy, the guy that asked me if I wanted to wrestle.
Fuck Matt's teacher.
No, the guy that
Okay.
asked me if I wanted to wrestle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I said, no, that shit's gay.
Oh,
He was my fucking teacher for the rest of the year.
That is hilarious. Dang.
So being edgy comes at a cost.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
At the time, it was funny.
Did y'all start comedy together again, man?
Yeah, we did. So I've been like real hard into comedy since like 2018, 19, since I started cleaning pools.
Oh, yeah.
And I just found out about Bricktown because I saw Sydney Hammond, he posted something.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, Bricktown Comedy Club? What the fuck is that? And I looked at it and like I started going to shows, like a few here and there. And I went to Christina P. And Matt had posted, because Matt and I lost contact. We used to live together after high school, you know, but we hadn't talked in like 6 years. And he posted that he went to Christina P. And I was like, oh shit, bro, I went to that too. And we started talking, and I was like, oh, you like comedy? You know, blah, blah, blah. And Matt and I started hanging out again probably like 6 months before we started comedy, because I was like, bro, I want to sign up for the open mics, but like, it'd be nice to have a friend. I don't want to go in alone. Like, I don't know anybody there. I don't know. I know no one. I don't know the ropes. I don't know shit. And so Matt and I started together, and
I bet that was good because I started by myself.
yeah. Well, and I'm knocking myself for it now, but not in any particular way, but like just that I needed somebody to hand to hold, you know.
Yeah.
And but I don't know. Yeah, Matt and I have a lot. We've known each other for a long time.
That's cool.
Adrian Doell and
Justin C.
there and back.
Here we go.
There and back.